We understand it's all the major groups combined together working against humanity. We understand their propaganda. We see their eugenics propaganda and population reduction everywhere. It's now admitted, and they can't have us here while they're doing this. Well, guess what? It's going to fail. 222 sponsors in Congress, and you go and stage a few shootings with your little minion you had in psychiatric care for 5 years. Von Braun's definitely their operative. Poor 88-year-old. They had 30 years ago rats with wires and chips in their heads, remote control. God knows. But he fits the MO perfectly, like the D.C. shooters, like Buford Furrow going in the Jewish Center. Then they shut that down quick, as it turned out he did live at a U.S. military base and wasn't PSYOPs. Timothy Theodore Kaczynski, the Unabomber, was CIA, L.A. Times, in mind control experiments. I mean, that's confirmed. This is real, ladies and gentlemen. They can put chips in your brain and remote control you around if they want. That's the new stuff. The old stuff was behavioral conditioning. The point is, regardless, right when all this is coming to a head, you're going to see more and more of this. And we've had the FBI here, and we've had the Secret Service here, and I told you people, look out, this is real. This is happening, and that's why we need your support more than ever. Are we backing down because of the hate and the death threats and the feds and the attacks? No. Did our founders back down? We are going in, through, and beyond. So call right now and donate for the Money Bomb. Let these bastards know we're not going to be intimidated by what they're doing. 888-201-2244. There's 4 great Infowars staff, the regular shipping folks, the secretaries, everybody. They're in here late at night. They're here, our limited staff, getting those donations so we can expand and move forward, ladies and gentlemen, and we are right now. As soon as I saw the money was coming in today and I knew we could do it, I said, start that next lease, expand, buy the equipment, and it is all ready, begun, ladies and gentlemen. There is the purchase order right there. I'll make sure there's no personal stuff on there, but now go ahead. It's all right. Go ahead and show them. There is a purchase, just what we bought today. We're going to be buying this equipment. That's $7,171.33 right there. We are moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. We are taking action. So when you buy a T-shirt, which also advertises Thomas Jefferson and Infowars.com, the tree of liberty must be watered by the blood of patriots and tyrants on the back. When you buy the T-shirts, buy the books, buy the videos, that's your donation, fine. Or give on our PayPal account, or give on our credit card account, or call toll-free, 888-201-2244. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Don't sit idly by. What's going on with Vioxx now? It's just unbelievable. I mean, criminality. Vioxx maker Merck & Co. drew up a Dr. Hit list. Oh, yeah, this came out a few months ago, where they literally wanted to kill anybody criticizing them. And this was news.co.au. It's their AP in Australia, but that was in the AP in the U.S. No. Criminal mafias run things, and they want a world government so nobody can resist them. Jason Bermas, I've been ranting, and I want to go to phone calls, but we're going to play this clip and then go to calls for everybody that's been holding. Alyssa, or is that Elsie? Lenny.
Elise.
It's so tiny, way across this tiny little screen I've got. It's Elise, Lenny, Katie, Thomas, and others going to in a moment. Set up this clip we're about to see. And another example of, I told you they're going to pull out every stop to stop us auditing the Fed.
Before I do that, I just want
Plus, they're COINTELPRO going, yeah, you need to abolish the Fed. You don't need to just audit it. You can get an audit because that's politically popular, and that will destroy their ass. Go ahead.
When you first...
How about you get up and get something done out there, you COINTELPRO Feds? We're trying to save your future, too, you dumbasses. I'm sorry, Bermas. Go ahead.
No, that's just fine, Jones. Before you were talking about how they've conditioned us and prepped us for this, I still remember the Fox and Friends clip when Al-Qaeda was blonde hair and blue eye. That's about 2 years old now. And, of course, Glenn...
Remember, I said years ago they would do that. Yeah. I said, when they did that, look out. And now it's full-blown. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then Glenn Beck just last night. Not only, do we want to...
He said last week that Patriot gun owners are going to anthrax 330,000 when the White House launched the attacks on record.
Yeah. And
it's him and that CIA bastard they got on the show you got to worry about. That son of a bitch is an operative. And I was right about that again, and people laughed at me. I know what I'm doing. This is all I do.
And Beck is now...
And I'm not yelling and screaming because I'm puffed up. This is life and death, folks. This isn't a game.
Exactly. And Beck is saying that we're willing to work with Al-Qaeda to destroy America. Anything could be for...
They'll do anything they can. They'll work with whoever they can to destroy America. The 9/11 truthers want to stage terror attacks. Remember Geraldo saying that a 9/11 truther bombed the Army recruiting center?
Yeah.
No proof. Just like you said, I have no proof, and it's a story that hasn't been confirmed. We're not going to show you the source, but 9/11 truthers worship von Braun.
Like we care about a nut walking into a Holocaust museum to kill someone.
Are you kidding? These Nazis, most of them ADL controlled, are attacking us 24/7.
Yeah.
Because we're like kryptonite to the ADL. We won't play their race game.
They literally...
We go, oh, ADL, we're sorry that Israel radiated 110,000 Jews. We're not for killing Jews. Sorry. Like you with Hitler. Oh, ooh, we just told the big secret. Oh, ooh. The Nazis don't like their God Hitler being bad. They're eugenicists. And you're the kings of eugenicists and going around exterminating different tribes. Oh, we just told the big no-no. Oh, look out. We just told the big secret. Oh.
I mean, in reality, the guy that died yesterday was the guy who was probably making $10.75 an hour, Alex. You know, this is just, what does that serve on any level to kill a security guard working at a museum? Now, this clip coming up, you know, you got Overman on one side attacking Limbaugh, while Limbaugh is attacking 9/11 Truth. And then it comes back to Overman.
Ron Paul.
And Overman associates the killer with Ron Paul. So they have their cake and they eat it too in a 2.5 minute
Yeah, they're
segment.
attacking Paul and then knowing to manipulate Paul supporters who neurotically hate 9/11 Truth. They're trying to drive that wedge. Because if it comes out government-sponsored terror, if it comes out the Fed is private run for profit, it's all over for these criminals. They've got to keep that illusion they're good. No doubt they staged this. Let's go ahead and go to this clip. There it is on your screen.
Better than anyone on the right, Rush Limbaugh knows not to bother denying that von Braun's rhetoric sounds a lot like Rush Limbaugh's. President Obama is a puppet of others, the government is enemy, somebody coming to take your guns. Instead, today, Limbaugh and other right-wing radio hosts chose an entirely different tack. Offense, in both senses, blaming liberals for von Braun until slipping 15 minutes later and contradicting his own claim about the left's influence.
He hated both Bushes. He hated neocons. He hated John McCain. He hated Republicans. He hated Jews as well. He believed in an inside job conspiracy of 9/11. This guy is a leftist, if anything. This guy's beliefs, this guy's hate stems from influence that you find on the left, not on the right. They want turmoil. And if it doesn't exist, they create it. Now, this Jew hater who killed yesterday was a nut. I doubt that he was influenced by anything other than his own mental illness.
Except we know von Braun's influences. He even lists his character shapers on his website. Quote, in 1964, General Pedro del Valle gave me John Obiete's The Iron Curtain Over America. For the first time, I learned how Jews had destroyed Europe and were now destroying America. General del Valle was a Republican. Quote, General del Valle recommended that I be given a position with Noontide Press. Noontide publishes right-wing books. Willis Carto was its founder, he wrote. Willis Carto, a right-wing Holocaust denier, whose Liberty Lobby hosted speakers such as Phyllis Schlafly, Republican. Talking Points memo reports that von Braun switched his website domain on June 1st to a man who shares a phone number with a woman who is listed as a Michigan coordinator for former presidential candidate Ron Paul, who was at least nominally a Republican. Von Braun himself posted on the Republican website Free Republic, spouting the right-wing claim that Obama's birth certificate was forged, defending President Bush against
Okay, now let's stop right here.
Claiming
and it's me up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Aaron's posting it right now at Infowars.com if you want to find it. The issue here is it's all about left-right. The left blaming the right blaming the left. When the left and right, it's always about putting it in those terms. I'm called a leftist by the right, a right-winger by the left, when they all work for the military-industrial complex. And
the government is out of control. They do want to take your guns. And right off the bat, Overman puts it in that frame.
No, exactly. They've introduced all these bills. They keep denying it. And so now you're going to be a Nazi if you're against turning your guns in, or if you're against the private Federal Reserve stealing $14.8 trillion in 7 months. Let me explain something. You want to put people in Homeland Security camps, WorldNet Daily for owning pocket knives? Look, you can call people anti-Semitic all day. You can play that poor race card on poor Jews all day and energize the mindless Nazis. You can play your games. It isn't going to work anymore, folks. It's over. We're not your slaves. We're not Soviet Russia or Germany. We don't have a history of laying down. You don't have our guns. And I think you people, you ponytail communists and parasites and bankers have gone too far. And I want you to, I'm not bashing folks with ponytails. I'm just talking about like little commies that put on a fake liberal act. It's over for you. And we're standing up or resisting. I promise, call straight ahead with Jason Bermas. after this quick break. Folks, it's the Infowars Money Bomb, InfowarsMoneyBomb.com. Give right now. This is historical. Fight back against the globalist.